During the dark night of August 8th, 1963, a Royal Mail train was traveling from Glasgow to London. In one of its coaches were bags filled with banknotes, worth nearly 67 million pounds today, or approximately 800 Indian rupees crore. The train driver, Jack Mills, was speeding through the darkness of the night, pushing the engine forward. Suddenly, at a level crossing, a red signal light flashed. This was unusual because at that time and place, the signal being red made no sense. Nevertheless, driver Jack Mills immediately applied the brakes and stopped the train on the deserted track. For a brief moment, silence spread everywhere. But hidden behind this silence was a master plan that was about to execute the biggest robbery of the century, the Great Train Robbery, in which an entire train was looted. Welcome once again to the Past Channel's videos. Viewers, this story sounds like something straight out of a movie, but in real life, criminals carried out a suspense-filled plan and looted millions of pounds from a British government train, without firing a single bullet. Everything had started months earlier, when a few well-known criminals in London sat together to plan a new crime. Bruce Reynolds, the mastermind behind this plan, began preparing a unique robbery along with his trusted associates. He possessed secret information about Britain's National Postal Service, Royal Mail. This information came from a senior Royal Mail security officer, whose identity was never revealed. The information was that the train traveling from Glasgow to London had a special coach, known as the High Value Package Coach, HVP. On a particular day, a very large amount of cash would be transported in it. And this was the coach they had to rob. Although Bruce Reynolds and his companions were experienced criminals, they had no experience in train robberies. Therefore, they included another London-based gang in their plan, a gang experienced in train robberies. This infamous gang was known as the South Coast Raiders. Gradually, the team grew, and more than 15 people became part of the plan. They decided to rob the government train without firing a single shot. But this was no ordinary robbery. Stopping and looting a train required months of meticulous planning. On August 7, 1963, at 6:50 p.m., the train departed from Glasgow Central Station for London. It was scheduled to reach Euston Railway Station the next morning at 4 a.m. The train consisted of 12 coaches, and 72 post office staff members were on board to sort mail during the journey. This train was specially designed to deliver parcels and post to different cities without stopping. At each station, local post office staff would hang mail bags on elevated racks. As the train slowed while passing the platform, onboard staff would catch the bags using nets and drop off outgoing mail bags simultaneously, all without stopping the train. The coach targeted for the robbery was not yet attached to the train. It was safely parked at Nene Valley Railway Station. This was the HVP coach, mainly used to carry large amounts of cash sent via money orders. In 1960, the Post Office Investigation Branch instructed that HVP coaches should be fitted with security alarm systems. By 1961, 3 HVP coaches were upgraded, while older coaches without alarms were kept in reserve. However, on the day of the robbery, the alarm-equipped HVP coaches were out of service. As a result, a reserve coach, M3024M, which had no security system, was used. This was a crucial tip provided by a Royal Mail insider. When the train reached Nene Valley Station, railway staff attached the HVP coach second after the engine. This was the first major tip for the robbers. The second tip was even more important. Normally, HVP coaches carried around 300,000 pounds.